Hey everyone, this is Cynthia, psychic and astrologer. So this will be the weekly horoscope for November 17th through November 23rd. So let's get started. Aries. So the big news of the week is actually going to be the full moon eclipse that will fall in your second house of earned income on November 19th. Now, this is actually going to be a very positive full moon eclipse that will last 6 months. So not the usual 2 weeks. This could bring about great opportunities for you to make more money, run into great opportunities to build financial security, and this could bring about great long term results. Now, if you have also been looking maybe to build a business, maybe to build one online, or maybe start an app, um, this could actually be a great time for you these next few months that could possibly bring great long term financial results. So, the next few months is actually going to be significant. And by the way, the series of eclipse that will fall in your second house will actually continue throughout 2022. So, it just doesn't end here with this eclipse, it continues through 2022. So, there'll definitely be a lot to look forward to with that. Now, as you start the week of November 17th and November 18th, this will be a time for you to focus on the long term, thinking about the long term. And this could bring about opportunities for you to go back to school, enter college, university, take on more classes and courses to further your career, maybe even for a certification. So, this could bring about great opportunities for you. Um, the sun is actually going to be entering your ninth house of long distance trips, foreign people and places on November 21st. So the next 4 weeks, 4 weeks, like I said, can bring a time to broaden your horizons, learn something new, build for the long term, and this could bring great results. So obviously the big news is this full moon eclipse in your second house. Like I said, it will continue on through 2022. So if you've been looking maybe to consider new opportunities for more money, change jobs, be open to maybe pursue a promotion, advancement, this is a great time for you and that will go into the new year. So I would say take advantage of opportunities that are there. And this could bring about great long-term results. And I think it would really benefit you a lot. I think the only time that I would say maybe minor concern would be on November 20th, as it could bring about where you may kind of feel a little bit too confident that things are coming together, or don't get too ahead of yourself. Um, but overall, the week is actually going to be looking pretty good. This eclipse is going to be looking pretty awesome for you. So I would say take advantage of any opportunity that comes your way. Taurus, it's all about you. The full moon lunar eclipse on November 19th will fall in your own sign and house. Now, an eclipse lasts 6 months, but this series of eclipses will continue throughout the year of 2022. So, this is actually going to be a time for you to focus on your wants and needs, where you want to be at in the future, what you want to accomplish for the long term. I feel this can bring about great opportunities, great results. Maybe it's time for you to make some changes. Maybe it's time to make a move, relocate, possibly relocate for a job. Now, as you start off the week, it feels like there's indications of opportunities or greater opportunities for you regarding your career. And this could open up opportunities for you to make a change. Now, the sun will enter your eighth house of joint resources, taxes, credit cards, and loans on November 21st. So it will bring about 4 weeks where the focus will be like on taxes, credit, loans, um, child support, alimony, joint ventures, joint resources, anything in regards to maybe even inheritance, settlements. This could be a pretty positive time for you of opportunity there. Now, obviously, the week is actually going to be pretty productive for you. I do like that on November 18th and November 20th is a more social time for you. So, this could bring about a time of building new friendships and connections, building more connections for the long term, or maybe possibly for your work or work environment. So, I think that could easily give you some great opportunities there to build some connections there. Now, obviously, this eclipse falls in your own sign and house. So, the next few months is about you and your personal wants and needs. And this could even bring about changes for your personal life. Like, for instance, getting married, maybe getting divorced, pursuing, like I said, your own business venture, uh, pursuing your own business or business venture, or even opportunities for you to build success for the long term. Gemini. So, the big news of the week will be that the full moon lunar eclipse on November 19th will fall in your 12th house of secrets and solitude. The next 6 months is going to bring a time for you to focus on getting rid of any unhealthy habits or people from your life. This is actually also a time for you to focus on what has not been working for you. Now, the energy of this full moon, usually an eclipse usually lasts 6 months, but you've entered a new series of eclipses in this sign of Taurus that will last throughout 2022. So, this can actually also be a time for you to focus on your inner self, cleansing, getting rid of old unhealthy habits and people from your life. This is also a time where maybe you focus on what, like I said, what has not been working out for you. Now, I have noticed sometimes where the 12th house, which is where this eclipse will fall, can also bring about a time of solitude, privacy, more of inclusion, as in keeping more to yourself. So, this could actually be a time where maybe you are looking to just be left alone. Sometimes I notice this with people putting a project together, doing things more in private, and this could uh, bring about a time, like I said, of seclusion, privacy, keeping to yourself. And as you're putting this project together, as you're working on something, and sometimes a lot of times you don't have to be telling someone about it or telling people about it. You're just kind of putting things together on your own without letting people know. And but like I said, this could also be a time of healing and self-healing, whether mentally, emotionally, psychologically, and that'll continue on throughout 2022. Now, the sun is actually going to be entering your partnership house on November 21st. So it will bring about 4 weeks of focusing on the partner. And this could be someone personal or professional. This could be somebody that you are dealing with to collaborate and work with. Like I said, it could be a business project. Or this could also be someone personal for you, like a partner, lover, um, so it's a good time. Just shows that you're being more interactive and socializing and connecting with others. Now, um, on November 17th, there will be a time where you may actually find the pace being a little bit more active and a little bit more hyper. But I think it's because you're just going to be more active in taking care of like tasks and projects around the home, at work. So it's a busy time. Now, it's also a positive social career day for you too on November 18th and November 20th. So, this could bring about opportunities for you for your career, more maybe a promotion, advancement, or an opportunity to advance in your career that could be there for the long term. Now, I feel this could actually be a really, really positive time for you if you are looking to build more on a business level, and even maybe pursue opportunities for a business or for your career. And this could include, like I said, either building connections, networking, and especially if you're looking maybe for someone to help in investing or teaching and learning, training from others to advance in your career. So, overall, this is actually going to be a great time for you, great opportunities that could really be there for you. And I think this would really be beneficial for you. But most of um, this week and into throughout 22 is about, like I said, seclusion, not in a negative way. Don't think that this is, oh, I'm going to be lonely or something. No, this is more about your inner self and working within yourself to either let go of the old, make way for the new, bring in new connections, new people. If you have to pull away from someone that was negative to you, but you bring in more positive people in your direction that would be more positive for you. That could be a time that this next year builds about for you. And it's a growth period. It's starting one chapter in your life, moving on to a new chapter in your life. And I mean, if anything, I would say this would be a great time for you of growth. And I think this could be a very positive time for you. So, things to keep an eye out for. And this eclipse will be actually pretty significant, pretty positive there. Cancer. So the interesting news for you will be that the full moon lunar eclipse on November 19th will fall in your 11th house of friendships, groups, and organizations. Now, usually an eclipse lasts 6 months, but we just started a new series of eclipses that will last throughout 2022. Now, the 11th house is the house of friendships, groups, and organizations. Expect more friends, more parties, more events, being invited to parties and events. Maybe you put together more parties and events. You usually are the sign that keeps more to yourself, enjoys more being around home. This time, you're going to be more open to socializing and building connections. Now, the sun is going to be entering your sixth house of work, service, and health on November 21st. So, the next 4 weeks is going to be a time to work hard for the money and take care of your health and well being. You may notice an increase of work projects, and this could also be a time to focus on taking care of your health, maybe by exercising, losing weight, maybe even taking care of the help of a pet. Now, the big news, obviously, with this full moon eclipse is very great time because it builds social connections. This could be related to work, like building networking and building connections for your work. Now, as you start the week of November 17th and 18th, this is actually going to be a more active time for you. You may actually be getting out, meeting new people, taking more drives, taking more scenic drives, or doing more travel. This could even be to a place near water. Um, I feel that this is actually going to bring about opportunities for you to meet new people, build new connections with new people. And this could actually be work related. This could just be maybe you're in an environment where you're building new connections and meeting new people. And like I said, this will continue through 2022. Now, I'll be releasing my 2022 yearly horoscopes. Should be by the end of this month of November. So you may want to keep an eye for your sign to find out what's going to be going on with those eclipses. But right now, I will tell you, this is the start of, like I said, you might find yourself building more friends. Um, One of the things that I've also noticed that I did want to just quickly mention is the friendships may also come through like take for instance, if you're building a social network of, like a YouTube channel, a video channel of some sort, a Facebook page, and you're building, a following or a group of followers, Instagram, so forth, like through those social apps. That could be another way of socializing and social groups and social events and building and networking. So whether it's work related, whether it's just you wanting to build a page and a following, that could be it too. And depending what's going on or depending what you're doing, I mean, I'm not sure what you would want to be pursuing on with that, but that could be the same type of form of a social following, building a connection, and so forth. So that's something to keep an eye out for. So, like I said, this will continue through 2022. Right now, just kind of be prepared. The pace is going to be picking up. You're going to be more building more connections, socializing. I mean, this could be great for you financially too. So just kind of keep an eye, see what's going to be coming up there for you. And I think there's a lot of great things to come. And when I post the yearly horoscopes, look out for that. That I'll post out there. If you have not subscribed to my channel, do so, and you'll definitely get notified when the yearly horoscopes will be posted. So you don't want to miss out on that because that should be posted here later on at the end of this month. I'm just finishing up the editing and putting all that together. So in the meantime, a lot to look forward to. Leo. So the significance of this week is that you will have a full moon lunar eclipse on November 19th in your career house. Now, each eclipse lasts 6 months, but what's significant about this eclipse is that it's the beginning of a series of eclipses that will continue all through 2022. Uranus is currently in your career house. So this could bring about career changes, significant career changes or career paths, or maybe seeking more independence and more freedom and more flexibility in your career schedule. Now, I feel this is actually going to be a wonderful full moon eclipse that could bring about more opportunities and more money. So, if you have been looking maybe to go back to school, pursue some training classes or courses to further your career, this is a wonderful time to do so. Now, the sun will be entering your fifth house of love, children, and creative projects on November 21st. So, the next few weeks will bring a time for you to show your more artistic and creative side. It could be also a time to spend time with children in a sport or hobby, but you may also just use the next few weeks just to listen to music and watch some movies. Now, on November 17th, it's actually going to be a very active on artistic time. So, this is a great opportunity for you to focus on your career. Finances on November 18th and November 20th are going to be highlighted, but this could be taking care of some financial obligations. You can expect to work hard for the money on November 21st and November 22nd. This could bring about great opportunities for you to make more money. But with those series of eclipses beginning in this month on November 19th and all through 2022, I think there's going to be some big changes or at least big opportunities coming for you that could bring about more money, more stability, and more security. So there's definitely a lot to look forward to. Virgo. So the full moon lunar eclipse on November 19th will fall in your ninth house of long distance trips, foreign people, and places. Now, the next few months can bring a time maybe to travel or others from afar come to visit you. You may also decide to enter college or university, take on some classes and courses to further your career. Now, what's interesting is that this full moon eclipse in Taurus will be a series of eclipses that will last throughout 2022. So, this could bring about opportunities for you to expand your horizons and learn something new. This could also be a great time for you to just be open to new uh, opportunities, new cultures, new languages, maybe expanding your horizons to pursue a new career path. So that's going to be very significant for you. Now, the home will be highlighted when the sun enters your fourth house of home on November 21st. So the next 4 weeks can bring a time possibly to relocate, renovate, or make changes around the home. Now, partnerships and relationships are highlighted for you on November 18th and November 20th. This could be a time to maybe connect, compromise, and work out any issues or problems with a partner. There could also be the possibility of travel with a partner or someone close to you, possibly to a place near water. This is also a great time to do some research and maybe even to be looking into places to relocate to or to move or settle down in, like a new city or a new state. Overall, the week is actually going to be pretty productive and pretty active, and you'll even notice that as early as November 17th. This is a very active time for you and a time where you could actually accomplish so much, and this could actually be you planning for the long term. Libra. So, the full moon lunar eclipse on November 19th will fall in your eighth house of joint resources, taxes, credit cards, and loans. Now, usually when I think anything full moon in your eighth house, I usually think, oh, this is bad. But actually, Venus and Uranus connect very well on this eclipse. An eclipse has the energy to last 6 months. This could bring about great financial opportunities for you. It may come through bonuses, commissions, sales, joint ventures, joint resources, capital gains, profits, uh, maybe other types of financial benefits and opportunities. So, this could actually be very profitable, very beneficial for you. Now, what's interesting is that this eclipse is just part of a series of eclipses that will last throughout 2022. So the eighth house is going to be very highlighted for you. Now, this could actually be a time where you might have better luck with loans, credit cards. If you're looking to maybe purchase a home or get a vehicle, that it might be easier to be able to be approved for a loan. So this is actually going to be a very interesting time for you financially. So definitely keep an eye for the next few months on this and into throughout 2022. Now, the sun will actually enter your Third house of short trips, communication, siblings, and neighbors on November 21st. So the next 4 weeks will bring a time of possibly seeing short trips, seeing an increase of communication through emails, text messages, and phone calls, possibly to neighbors, family, and friends. It's also just a great time just to be more active and run around, being more active around town. Now, you're actually very artistic and creative on November 17th, 18th, and the 20th. So, this can actually be a time where you're kind of thinking more about being more productive, being more open to something new, maybe even decorating or designing a home or a room in a home. So this is actually a really good time just to expand your creativity level. And if you maybe you're looking into writing music or a book, this could actually be a really good time for you for that. So keep an eye for that. The only day that I would say is just kind of be aware that on November 20th, there might be the activity of, just kind of expanding too much. So you may want to be careful that you don't get too ahead of yourself, just because you don't want to be making any kind of mistakes that you later regret. All right, Scorpio. So the sun is actually going to be entering your second house of earned income on November 21st. The next 4 weeks will bring a time of opportunities to make more money, possibly receive a raise, or an opportunity that could bring you more opportunities to make more money. Like I said, get a raise, promotion, advancement. So keep an eye around that time. Now, the big news is actually going to be that the full moon lunar eclipse on November 19th will fall in your partnership house. Now, this is actually going to be very significant. Uranus has already been in your partnership house for the longest time. But this is going to be the beginning of a series of an eclipse that will be in your partnership house all through now and throughout 2022. This could bring about a new partner, relationship, getting married, getting engaged, meeting somebody new. Yes, there could be the possibility of separations and divorces, but that's only if there have already been issues or problems prior to these eclipses that could create something like that. But this particular eclipse actually connects very well with Venus and Uranus. And this could actually bring about new connections, new opportunities. Now, a partner doesn't have to be someone personal. It could be a business partner. It could be a collaboration and working with someone that helps you to further your career, make more money. So that could actually bring about great opportunities, more financial stability and opportunities to build financial success for the long term. So that could be a possibility in these next few months. Now, it's actually going to be in a very artistic and creative time for you on, let me see here, November 21st. But one of the things that I did notice is that from the 17th, no, from the 18th, 19th, and 20th, that this could actually bring about opportunities for you to be kind of focusing on expanding your ability to want to do more and learn more. And this could actually take you in the direction of maybe research, training, maybe going back to school for something. So you definitely want to keep an eye around those days. Earlier in the week, like around the 17th, 18th, it does look positive for you to really be more active and um, have more energy to get things done, whether it's projects at work or at home. And I think this is actually going to be the beginning of you maybe even being open to, like I said, pursuing new opportunities for more money. So, right now, I would say, there's definitely opportunities to do well. Keep an eye with the sun entering your second house. These series of eclipses are going to be looking awesome for you, and this could bring about great opportunities of someone significant. And if you're starting a new chapter in your life, this could be the beginning of all that, from closing one chapter to opening up a new door and a new chapter into the new year. Sagittarius. So the big news will be with the full moon lunar eclipse on November 19th, falling in your sixth house of work, service, and health. Now, usually any full moon will last about 2 weeks, but this is an eclipse. So the effects of the energy of the full moon eclipse will last 6 months. What's even more so is that this is the beginning of a series of eclipses in your sixth house that will continue throughout 2022. You can expect the next several months to bring a time of seeing more work, more opportunities to gain more work. You can expect to work hard for the money, but this could bring about great long term financial opportunities for you. If you are in the process of changing jobs, looking for more work, I don't feel you will have any problems finding more work that could also bring you more money. This could also benefit you with bonuses and commissions and sales. Now, this could also be a time of your health and well being. So, this could actually be a situation where maybe you take care of your health, you exercise, you lose weight, maybe you spend more time focusing on your own health by going to the doctor, getting more medical exams or tests. This could actually even be a time for pets. Maybe it's the health and well being of a pet, or maybe you get a new pet. So maybe you find yourself being more active, spending time with a pet. I remember when I first got my first pet, my first dog, I was going on walks with her more than probably what I was taking walks on my own. So this could actually bring about a time where maybe you are more active because you got a new pet. If you're maybe considering, should I get one? It could help you to be more active, more social, going out, taking more walks, going out to more different places to meet different people with your new pet. I would say more if it was like a dog. If this is like a cat, well, some cats are very active at the beginning, or just even any pet. It might bring about a new sense of, interaction. Now, the sun is actually going to be entering your own sign on November 21st. So, the next few weeks is all about you and your personal wants and needs. And it's a great time to be active and just to be open to new opportunities there. The home is highlighted for you on November 18th and November 20th. So, this could be a time where you are maybe relocating, renovating, or making changes around the home. This could also be a time of making some decorations, designs, maybe changing the decor around the home. Now, this could actually be a time maybe you are finding a new place. So, the only thing that I would say is just be a little careful that you don't do something impulsive that you may later regret. So just take your time. Make sure you read all the fine print, whether it's on a lease or a roommate agreement, or if you're purchasing a home. Make sure you read all the fine print. You don't want to do something, like I said, that you later regret. So the big news for you is going to be with the full moon eclipse, opportunities for more work, more money opportunities, and more opportunities for you to really do well, succeed. If you're starting a business venture, this could actually bring about sales for you. So I would say, maybe if anything, to really focus on what it is that you would like to pursue. And if this is maybe even a new career path for you, this could be a new career path for you that could bring about great opportunities of more money and maybe more independence. So be open to that, but a lot to look forward to. This eclipse, like I said, it's the beginning of a series of eclipses throughout 2022. You'll be able to read or hear more about these eclipses in my 2022 yearly horoscopes that I'll be posting at the end of this month. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, as you'll be notified when the 2022 horoscopes have been posted. Capricorn. The full moon lunar eclipse on November 19th falls in your fifth house of love, children, and creative projects. The next few months can actually bring a time for you to find love or fall in love. This could actually bring about somebody new for you. There could be news of a baby on the way. Maybe it's you that hears, of a pregnancy, or you might be pregnant in the future. It all kind of depends, nothing guaranteed. Um, But this could also be a very social time for you. This could be a time for you to connect with family and friends, build new connections, meet new people. It's a positive social time. Now, there will be a series of eclipses in your fifth house all through 2022. This could bring love and relationships. There could be a time where you spend with time with children in a sport or hobby, or maybe just hang out with family and friends. Now, it's actually going to be a very positive week for you. The sun will enter your 12th house of secrets and solitude on November 21st. This could be a time to seek solitude, rest and relax, and catch up on sleep, maybe even just go on a vacation. Now, on November 18th and November 20th, you could maybe even take a quick short trip to a place near water. Now, it's actually going to be a very active social time for you. This could actually just bring a time for you to build connections, maybe through social media. And like I said, maybe just building connections to meet new people. But the big news is going to be about the eclipse that will continue on throughout 2022. And this could actually bring about love, relationships, commitments. And like I said, or just being more social and active, maybe listening more to music, watching more movies, being more social, and building more connections. So it's going to be a great social time for you. And I think you'll have definitely a lot to look forward to. Aquarius, the home is highlighted for you when the full moon lunar eclipse on November 19th falls in your fourth house of home. The next few months can actually bring a time for you to relocate, renovate, or make changes around the home. Now, usually any full moon will last about 2 weeks, but since this is an eclipse and a series of eclipses that will continue on throughout 2022, you could be making some repairs or renovations around the home. Maybe some people move in or someone moves out of the home. This could also be a time where you may be traveling and living in different places. So the home is actually going to be highlighted for you. Also, it might also relate to parents or someone who you feel is more parental for you or someone that you feel you want to take care of. Again, this could actually relate to the home and what you feel is your need to feel more at home. Now, the sun is actually going to fall in your 11th house of friendship groups and organizations on November 21st. So, the next 4 weeks is a positive social time for you to build connections and meet new people. It's a very artistic and creative time for you on November 18th and November 20th. And this could be a great time for you to just kind of take care of some projects, maybe do a little decorating, designing, or if you need to do any kind of writing, perfect days to really put some good ideas and good plans together. Now, on November 21st and November 22nd, it is a very active time for you to get work projects done. So, if you've been feeling a little bit kind of tired or lacking motivation, you're definitely going to feel the energy picking up around that time. So, definitely a lot to look forward to. But the big news is going to be these eclipses. They're gonna be continuing on throughout this year and next year, 2022. So expect that the home is gonna be highlighted. Maybe it's some changes, like I said, to make a move. Great opportunities to make those changes if you're looking to do it then. Um, Again, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I will be posting a yearly horoscope that you'll be able to get more information about these eclipses. So stay tuned. There's a lot to look forward to, and anything relating with the home it's definitely going to be big for you here in this next year. Pisces. The full moon lunar eclipse on November 19th falls in your third house of short trips, communication, siblings, and neighbors. The next 6 months is going to bring a time for you to see an increase of communication through emails, text messages, and phone calls. This could also be a time for you to take more frequent short trips out of town or someplace nearby. What's interesting is that there will be a series of eclipses in this same house throughout the rest of 20 throughout the 2021 and throughout 2022. This could actually bring a time of an increase of communication, emails, short trips, maybe even taking on some classes and courses to further your career. You may even find yourself studying and learning a new topic of interest. It's a very studious time for you where you just may want to learn something new, not necessarily if it if you'll gain anything big from it, but for your own personal gain. And this could bring about a lot of knowledge for your own well being. This can actually be a time, like I said, maybe to take on some classes and courses to help your career or to benefit you in some way. And it's very beneficial, even just to learn, something that maybe you were just curious about. Now, the sun is actually going to be entering your career house on November 21st. The next 4 weeks is actually going to be beneficial for your career. This could bring about a promotion or advancement, or maybe if you're looking to start a business or business venture, could be very beneficial for you at this time. Now, with the full moon eclipse, is very beneficial because it can highlight business and business ventures or side ventures. So even if you're open to just doing some research and learning, this can actually be very positive for you and very beneficial for you. So there's actually a lot of opportunity there. Now, you are very artistic, creative, and your psychic abilities and insight will increase on November 18th and November 20th and November 21st. So, this could be a really positive time for you where your senses really kick in. And this could be a time where it might bring about opportunity to make some significant decisions in your life. So, obviously, a big one is going to be about relating with career for the week. But with this eclipse, that could really open up doors and opportunities for you to study and learn, see some more travel, take some short trips. Maybe you purchase a new vehicle, computer, cell phone, telephone. Maybe something breaks down and you finally decide you need to repair or replace one of these items. But if anything, you might just be open to just, like I said, doing some research, studying new topics of interest for your own benefit. It doesn't necessarily have to be because it's going to work towards career. Could just be you're finding yourself maybe reading more books lately or just, curious about a certain topic or doing some research. So it's a great time. Expect more, increase of communication there, connecting maybe with family and friends more frequently. And this is actually going to be a very positive, interesting time for you to just be more open to exploring, like I said, new places, new topics, and just getting out more frequently and maybe just even if it's locally or around town, you'll find it very beneficial for you.